for the breath in my lungs this morning. Thank you for waking me up and giving me another chance at this life. Thank you for this warm cup of coffee and the roof over my head. I'm sorry, God, for anything that I take for granted on a daily basis. Please posture my heart to see all the good in today. I pray that you would protect me, replacing anxiety with peace and worry with your joy. Blanket me in your strength as you fight battles for me. I pray that you would open doors that need to be opened and slam shut the ones that you need closed. I pray for my heart that it would seek refuge in you before anything else. Lord, please make me a vessel for your kingdom. And if things don't go as planned, please remind my heart that your plan is far greater. Let my eyes see and my ears hear your voice today. Amen.
Amen. Okay, once again, good morning, class. Okay. For that, let's check your attendance. So, do we have an absentees today? Okay, very good. We have a perfect attendance. Okay, now, but before that, let's be reminded by our classroom rules. Okay, Rover, please read our classroom rules. Okay, thank you. So we have these classroom rules in order for us to have a smooth flow of our discussion. So now we will start our lesson with an activity. So for the directions, give the past form of the verb in the parentheses. So for number 1, last month I go blank to Paris on holiday. Who want to answer? Okay, Michelle. Yes, you're right. The answer is went. So the past form of the verb go is went. Okay, number 2. It be blank amazing. Who wants to answer? Okay, Humphrey. Okay, very good. The answer is was. So the past form of be verb is was. Okay, number 3. It do blank not rain a lot. Okay, Howard. Yes. You, yes, you're right. So the answer or the past form of the verb do is did. Okay, next, number 4. I visit blank my grandparents last Saturday. Okay, Michelle. Okay, very good. The past form of the verb visit is visited. Okay, for the last, number 5. In the morning, we walked blank in the street of Paris. Okay, Joanisa. Okay, very good. The answer is walked. So the past form of the verb walk is walked. Okay, very good, class. Give yourselves a round of applause. So, what have you observed based on our activity? Yes, Jal. Yes, exactly. So, maybe you have already an idea of what will be our topic for today. So, but before that, I will be presenting to you a sample of Aesop fables titled Fox in Grapes. Fox was very hungry and came into a vineyard where lots of lovely ripe grapes were hanging on the vines. The fox jumped up and up again until he was tired, but he did not get one grape. So he said to himself, let somebody else have the stupid grapes. They are so green and probably sour. I don't want them. The fox came into the vineyard. Yes, Yvette. Yes, the fox came into the vineyard because he was very hungry. And how did he try to get the grapes? Yes, Joanisa. Okay, the fox jumped up and up until he was tired. Now I want you to carefully observe the fable we have just read. Did you see any verbs? Okay, very good. Can you elaborate what are those? Yes, Cherry. All right. So the verbs are was, came, were, jumped, did, and said. Very good. So all right. So for our lesson today is all about simple past tense. No? The simple past tense is a verb tense that is used to talk about something that happened or existed before. So for example, Jenny placed her notebook on the top of the table. Yeah. So based from the example, what is the simple past tense being used? Okay, very good. It is the word place. So who can give me another example? Yes, Yvette. Okay, that's right. So do not forget that time markers are also used in the simple past tense. Example, the last month, last year, last Friday, last day, etc. So I'm going to give you an example. So for example, Anna went to Korea last month. So the time markers is being used in the sentence is the last month. Who can give me another example? Yes, Carlos. Okay, very good. So the time markers being used in your example is the last year. So now let's talk about the structures and simple past tense. First is the affirmative sentence. So an affirmative sentence is one that asserts the truth or factuality of something. So stating it positively without negation. So the formula is subject plus simple past tense of the verb plus object. So for example, she played volleyball. So the subject there is the she and the simple past of the verb is played and the object is the volleyball. Okay. Who wants to give me another example? Okay, yes, Julie. Okay, very good. So the simple past of the verb in your sentence, your given example is the word studied, and the subject there is the she, and the object is library. Okay, very good. So next is the negative sentence. So a negative sentence conveys that something is not happening, no longer exists, or that a subject does not have a specific quality. So for the formula of this sentence is subject plus did not plus verb plus object. So for example, Anna did not play volleyball. Okay, so Anna there is the subject and the plus did not, and the verb is the play, and the object there is volleyball. From the given examples, we can say that, or we can identify that this is a kind of negative sentence because the use of the verb did not, diba? So the sentence we can understand that there is something that is not happening or no longer exists. Okay, all right. Can you also give me another example of a negative sentence? Yes, Howard. Okay, very good. So your example is Lisa did not take a bath. So Lisa there is the subject plus did not, and the verb there is take, and the object is bath. So clap your hands for Howard. Okay, for the next is the interrogative sentence. So interrogative sentence is a sentence that asks a question and is structured to For the formula, date plus subject plus verb plus object and plus question mark. Okay, for example, did he play basketball? Okay, so diba, we can see the formula. So the did plus the subject he plus the play which is the verb, and plus the basketball which is the object, and the question mark. Okay. Who can give me another example? Yes, gloomy. Okay, very good. Alright, class. So, verbs may be categorized as either regular or irregular verbs. So, to perform the regular verb, make some changes in the spelling, particularly the vowels. Okay. First that we're going to discuss is the regular verbs. So, most regular verbs add ed and d. Ending in letter e, just add d. So, first example, arrive. So, it ends with letter e. So, it will become arrives. We just add letter d. So, the regular verbs or the simple past tense of arrive is arrived with d. So, next is the change, become into change, and like into liked, close into closed. No? So, another example. So, ending in consonant, double the last consonant and add ed. For example, the grab, it ends with letter B, which is consonant letter. So, we will double the letter B and add ed. So, it will become grabbed. As well as to the word stop. So, it ends with consonant letter P. So, we will double the letter P and add ed. It will become stopped. Okay, so another one in regular verbs ending in Y. So, erase Y and add IED. So, for example, the word try. So, it ends with letter Y. So, we will erase the letter Y and replace it with letter I and add ed. So, as well as to the word cry, it will become cried. Yes. Okay, alright. For the next one, the irregular verbs. So, in irregular verbs is a verb that doesn't follow the standard rules of grammar for forming the past tense or the past participle. So, here are the examples of the irregular verbs. First is the word be. So, the past tense of the verb be was and were. So, next one, the bring, brought, come, came, break, broke, buy, bought, forget, forgot. So, those are the examples or some examples of irregular verbs. Is everything clear, class? Questions? Clarifications? Okay, if there's none, so I have posted an activity in our Google Classroom, and please read the directions and answer the questions. Okay? So now let's sum up our discussion. So, when do we use simple past tense? Anyone? Yes, Chloe. Okay, very good. So we use past tense to express an action that happened in the past. Okay, so why do you think knowing the simple past tense is important to us? Yes, so always remember that it is important for us to know the simple past tense so that we will be able to construct correct grammar in speaking and in writing. Okay. Alright, class, let's have a short quiz. So, number your papers 1 to 5 and answer the questions. Okay, alright, let's answer. Let's check your papers. Number 1, the answer is correct. The answer is was. Number 2, yes, the answer is where. Number 3, okay, the answer is was. Number 4, okay, the correct answer is was. Number 5, okay, very good. The answer is where. So got perfect. Great. You got a perfect score. So clap your hands. Okay, for your assignment, write a simple past tense using the following verbs. So your assignment will be submitted next meeting. Are we clear, class? Okay, please stand. Goodbye, class.